Hey guys, today we're going to do the Coruscant Landfill map, one of the other maps on the tournament rotation at the moment. Pretty similar to the same method I used for the anchorhead bar, which is another video. Otherwise, apart from that, we're going to mix around a few of the details on the map, but keep the same obstacles in the same place. Get started the same way, lay it out on the plywood, cut it out, and away we go. Right, we've marked that out again. Same deal as last time, drill through in the smaller sections, and then put the jigsaw and drill those out first. I'll cut those out first, then cut the outside out. Some of the other things I'm going to change on this one. Obviously on the last one I built this piece, and a few of the other pieces as well. I don't really want to build the same thing twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to model this side as if it was interior, and this side as if it was exterior. So I get to kind of play around with the different, instead of building two of the same thing essentially. And that way I can play around with what these obstacles are. Provided they're in the same spot, it won't affect gameplay, but it'll just mix it up a bit so that it's not so same with the last one. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to route down into the plywood, just probably 2 or 3 mil, maybe halfway through the ply, just along these lines, so that I've got a set down which kind of steps down a little bit into the garbage dump pit. And then I can lacquer it and that, and it will come up as if it was actually set in, as opposed to just sitting level with the walkways around the outside. So I'll jigsaw this out and then grab the router out and set that up and do the routing, and then I'll come back to you after that. Just a thought, I'm going to start with the routing so that when I jigsaw it out I don't get messy edges and stuff, because the router will probably knock it around a bit. It'll also give me more to hold on to, so there's less damage to my fingers. Alright, so I've just routed out that first, well, the water area from here. Hopefully I've got that right. Yep, looks alright. So I'm going to cut out those smaller pieces now. Alright, cut it out, bit of routing there, sand it off, and then start putting some detail on it again. Alright, got all the stuff out again, some cardboard, some bits and bobs, some nicks and knacks, some sand, some PVA glue, pop sticks, and I've gone and drawn the grid on this as well. I didn't realise the camera wasn't recording, and the hot glue gun. And I'm going to plot along. I'll do all the sand stuff first, just because then it dries faster than the hot glue obviously, so I can spray it and get painting faster. So I'll start on the sand area, which I have decided will be the side that's actually indoors on the map. So we're going to do this side here with the sand, and then model that to indoors. Alright, so we've got the sand section done. Those two rocks are the red, the impassable terrain. This here is just fly screen. If you've got any old bits of fly screen around, and then obviously you just put the edge around it in the cardboard. And then this one, I've done the different layers. So the idea is if it's more than a one step, it'll be an orange line. So this one here is an orange line, this one here, and along this edge is an orange line. But everywhere else, it's just a single step, which someone can transverse. This is the red one. Again, I might pull that off, put a magnet under it. Not super phased at this point. I'm playing with lists with not many large models, but it's something I can do later. So I'm going to go and tile all these. My hot glue gun's playing up, it's been a pain in the ass, but let's see what we can do. and then again spray paint it. I might put a coat of varnish on this once we've painted it, just to make it look a bit more watery and fill it up with some bits and bobs. I haven't figured that one out quite yet, but we'll get cracking on the tiles and go from there. Alrighty, so I'm a bit unsure as to put more detail in here. I could probably do with it, but I'm honestly running out a bit of time and light. So that's what we've got so far. With this recess here, I've just filled it with hot glue and dropped stuff in it. And hopefully when I paint it, because it's the hot glue surface, when it soaks up the paint, it'll give it a shiny sort of finish. Otherwise I'll just put a varnish coat or something over the top. That's how we're looking so far. I might actually put something over here. I do it no white, maybe just some small squares every now and then, like some lids to hatches. Alrighty, and then I'll put some paint on it. Alright, so just added a few bits there, just to break it up a bit. I'm going to go spray some black paint on it, and then hopefully I can get painted tonight, otherwise tomorrow. Alrighty, this is how we've come up after the black spray. That effect with the hot glues worked rather well, pretty happy with that. And those of you who are astute enough have realised it's really dark outside, so I didn't get back to it as soon as I thought I would. Anyway, we'll throw some Licks paint on this, and then hopefully I'll be ready to go in the next hour or two. Alright, after some quick dry brushes over it, that's what we're looking at. I'll put some of model railway static grass around on this desert just to make it look a bit more lively. I might go back and pick out some more of these details in a darker colour just to make it pop a bit more. But that's what we've got there. I've mixed up the floors a bit more than I did last time just to make it look less same. Go grab the paint marker and mark the squares in. Alrighty, with all the squares on it. So the idea with these ones is the ones that are 2 levels is where you've got the dotted line, so that's why this one jumps, so it's still a 2-level jump there. Alrighty, so I've just got some static grass here and some PVA glue, put some dobs down, stick the static grass into it, and then that'll be about it. I'll drop some doors on it, take some photos. Alrighty guys, finished product with some dudes on there. Pretty happy with that in the end. The only thing I would change is I wouldn't leave it to dry on an unlevel surface, because when I've left it in the sun to dry after spraying it, it's slightly warped. My plan to fix that at this stage is leave it out in the sun and see if it flattens itself on a flat surface. Otherwise I'll try coating the underside in PVA glue and then leaving it in the sun. And if that all turns to bust, then I will run some strips of aluminium. It's an oversight, so next time make sure you dry it flat. Anyway, thanks for watching. There you go. Any questions, post them below.